they were calling police again on Sunday because they heard this. The suspect showed up to their front door because he left his wallet and cell phone in the back of her car. Active iron gates and fences has an F rating with the Better Business Bureau, and this is why. Just take a look. When this gate tries to close, it doesn't say secure at all. Take a look. If you had to sleep on the ground tonight, this is what it would feel like. We're talking about 24, 25 degrees, and all of them told me the same thing. This is not normal. This does not happen here in Helena, West Helena. I brought my ruler to see how tall exactly it is, and safe to say it's more than a foot, and this could be as tall as maybe 3, even 4 feet high. It is so easy to get distracted while you're doing anything online, and I talked to an instructor who says learning how to use a gun and how to safely secure it shouldn't be limited to a screen. And that's why tonight's vigil was held right here at the I Am a Man statue in downtown Memphis. And you look below at the monument, it says, you are human beings, you are men, you deserve dignity. They are working for $11.11 an hour for many of them. That is the minimum pay for full-time employees here at the University of Memphis. Now, President David Rudd said he had a plan to increase wages to $15 an hour earlier this year, and he said he could do it in 2 years. So I asked the university for a copy of that plan. Well, the university got back to me, and they told me those documents do not exist. The university does not have any documents responsive to your request. This is the response I got from the University of Memphis after I filed an open records request for copies of any plans for raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. This response contradicts what University President David Rudd tweeted out almost 2 months ago on July 8th, when he said, quote, "We have a definitive plan. We'll be at $15 an hour in 2 years and in a sustainable manner."
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
I called, emailed, and texted the director of marketing for the university asking about the plan, but he didn't return any of my messages.
I am not surprised that they don't have anything because we know that they haven't put a good faith effort forward to try and address the low wages on campus.
I talked with Gianni Webster, a union organizer for the United Campus Workers, over the phone. Webster says the union has been fighting for 15 for years. And now she says many custodians are upset, frustrated, and they feel forgotten because the Board of Trustees just approved a new 3-year contract for President Rudd with a base salary of $525,000 a year, along with thousands in allowances for housing, his car, and his cell phone. Rudd will also receive an annual $125,000 retention incentive payment.
Going through my mind were the faces of the men and women who work out on that campus and who have been asking their president for a living wage, a wage that would help them keep up with the cost of living, that wouldn't leave them struggling day to day.
And the union rep tells me that many custodians are also confused by what happened this week because the Board of Trustees paid an outside consulting firm to conduct a compensation study for President Rudd's increase, but they haven't done that kind of study for the thousands of employees here who may not be making the same as other universities. Live in East Memphis tonight, Kirstin Garriss, Fox 13 News. Daryl, we have seen everything from the bomb squad, we've seen the SWAT team in their big armored tank, and now the Incident Mobile Command Center is here. And within the past 5 minutes, we actually saw the SWAT team gear up their car and roll down the street. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see we are so far back, so you have to, all you see is a lot of lights, but they just rolled down Washington Street, and that is where the majority of the action is happening. We have been several feet back because of our safety, of course, and this is an ongoing scene, but this is what we know. Police have been out here for hours, and as you said, we have seen everything from Highway State Patrol, City Police, State Police, and also Phillips County Sheriff's Office deputies have been out here as well. Now, what we haven't seen is a lot of people because they have blocked off this whole area. 6 roads, I've been told by the mayor, are closed off, so people are not allowed to go down Washington or neighboring streets. Take a look. Let me show you around the parking maze because that's all you will find. Now, throughout the day, parking staff here actually had to be very creative. They even were lining up cars along the curve that aren't even parking spots just to fit everyone. And one staff member told me at one point they were averaging 250 cars an hour throughout the day. Today, I was on a mission. Find the best parking at the Memphis International Airport on the day before Thanksgiving. So it is about 3:30. We're heading to the airport, coming from downtown. So the later you head to the airport, the more expensive your parking options may be, and also the more limited they will be. So we're going to see what we can find. Airport staff say the economy parking deck, which holds up to 4,500 cars, was full before 10:30 in the morning. By the time I got to the airport in the afternoon, the long-term parking lot was packed at every turn, and this deck can fit almost 2,000 cars. Some people got lucky and found spots right away.
We just didn't know how it was going to turn out, so we decided to leave a little bit early. We pulled right in, and we were able to find a spot.
But others were like me and left circling around and around.
I've traveled a lot on Thanksgiving, so I have seen airports this packed before, but this is probably the worst that I've seen parking being managed.
As more lots filled up, the options got more expensive, with some drivers paying at least $15 a day. But one family tells me it'll all be worth it.
We don't come back until like midnight on Sunday, and we all have work and school the next day, so
Yeah,
we wanted it to be easy.
exactly.
But I've never seen it like this, and I'm so happy because, you know, we want the airport to be busy.
I know. So as you can see, we just caught people anywhere they were today as they were trying to get to the airport. Now, from last Friday to next Monday, the airport tells me they're expecting 170,000 people to either arrive or depart from this airport during that time frame. And if you haven't left to get to your Thanksgiving destination, then you may want to catch a ride with a friend or even hop in a rideshare, because as you can see, parking is going to be a little difficult. Live from the Memphis International Airport, Kirstin Garriss, Fox 13 News.